Good evening. Then we will present our project improvement in the process of incident support for corporative clients. Company background. The present work is done on a telecommunication and tech connectivity company with more than 20 years in the Ecuadorian market. Its main products are telephone, connective, and cloud. Project team. We can observe the project team formed by Clever Barcia, Alfonso Moreno, Ronnie Simbaña, Juan Nal, Director of General Service and Continuous Service Improvement Department. Here, we can observe the statement of problem from use 3W and 2H, Herming. From the definition of the problem, we define our variability service level that depends on the actual time and the target time. Our general objective is based on reducing gap by 83% approximately. We make the stratification with the service factor offered GPRS, telephone, carrier data, and internet corporative. As we can see in the box diagram, the corporative internet is the problem in which we are going to focus in. Its median is above the median, and you have several active values. Then the problem focused is high time of support of our internet incidents in the company during the second half of 2019, where the average time is approximately 48% hours, when it should be, according to company policy, less than 4 hours.
There are three levels of internet care that the company manages: technical support personnel, customer care engineers, maintenance and corporate support engineers, and suppliers. Of the aforementioned mentioned, the providers together with the file facilities are the actors that occupy the most time in the focus process, as shown in the box diagram, as they have an average and limits that are higher than the rest. In the following flow diagram, the process of attention to incidents internet is shown, where the levels of internet attention participate together with the activities that each one develops. In the hidden factory, what is marked, it can be seen that the start and end times are not recorded, that are there are anomalies with information reviewed by the technical support team, and that the bottleneck is represented by the stage of closure of the process, which is result of long waiting times and numerous rewards. This section also reflects part of the hidden factory and the aforementioned. There are long waiting times for suppliers and lack of stock of equipment and repair and maintenance tools. Finally, through value analysis, it was possible to register that 11 activities add value and 25 do not. In this slide, all possible variables of the hidden factory we record. At the end of this part, for the convenience of viewing, the activities were grouped into procedures and represented in their value chain. Each process has its current average duration, in which the last two have time that take almost of the date to perform. The current total time for this internet incident process is 48.16 hours. With the variable obtained from the hidden factory, the data collection plan was carried out, where we express each one of them, the type of the variable, the unit of measuring, how and where the data will be collected, with what method of the sample and will be obtained, with the data method the information will be collected, and explanation of the because is necessary to work with the variable.
So next we have the data reliability. First we got a pilot test of 30 tickets that were part of this study. The 30 tickets will help us to get a proper sample that will best describe the whole population. So these 30 tickets consist of the process times or the incident management times, that are times that consist from the reception of the complaint to the closure of the ticket, resulting in the following time series. From this time series, we will obtain the mean and the standard deviation that will help us to get this following power curve. With this power curve with a margin of error of 3 hours, we got the proper sample of 354 tickets. With this proper sample, this data we will obtain from a database of around 8,800 tickets that consist of the second semester of the year 2019. So we will obtain the 354 tickets from the database randomly. I repeat, randomly we will obtain this data, these times. So then we got then that we obtain the times, we will make a normal test and a control chart. In the normal test with a p-value of 0.11, which is greater than 0.05, we determine that these data indeed follow a normal distribution. And then we have here the control chart. As we can see, none of the dots are beyond these red lines. It means that it doesn't have a sign cause of variation. So then we decided to make a capacity analysis. As we can see here, this red line is the superior specification limit, which is about 2 hours and 92 minutes. So the mean of our times are 51.92 hours. So this means that the incident times that we obtain are completely out of the specification limits, meaning that our process is not capable of meeting the requirements that our client needs. So what will we do next? Then we have the analysis, where we are going to determine the causes of these problems, then the improvement, and later the control. Thank you.